So I had to get a new phone yesterday, or they gave me a new one because they tried to fix it and it kept failing. So that's a plus. Now I'm thinking if I should sell this one so I could get the new one. But the message that I sent, I wanted to talk about it, about voting. I wrote it really quickly and I wanted to make sure like none of you, number one, knew who I was going to vote for because that's like not really important. And number two, I wanted you guys to know the importance of voting for yourself, doing your own research and everything else. The majority, 95% got that message because I do believe that people who have an influence on others, have large followings, celebrities, things like that, I think that they should never tell anybody how to vote. As much as they seem super relatable, they just aren't. You know, if the world came crashing down, they would have access and things that we wouldn't. And I know a lot of you guys may be like, well, you have 2 homes, Amber, and I know, and this and that. But if I had a kid, I wouldn't. I was trying to say I'm still middle class. And so all of this stuff is just really bothering me because, you know, it's our vote. It's our vote. We only get 1 vote. I don't want you voting because so-and-so told you so or whatever else. And I think I was pretty good in that message, you know, and I wanted you guys to research for your own because we can't trust social media or the media. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I'm in social media. You guys only see what I want you to see. Everybody we follow, we only see what they show us, you know? And I just think the media has been caught in too much shit. And so you guys need to do the research. You guys absolutely need to vote. It needs to be your vote and not swayed because, you know, whatever celebrity is voting, whatever kind of way. I don't think that there was anything wrong with that, like literally at all. But I want to share a couple messages that I did receive. I went through all of them and I'm not shielding any of them. I got 3 of them, okay? And I want to share them here because hopefully Walter does not fart on me, because I don't want pink eye right now. But disclaimer on these 3 messages, we are going to know who they vote for. And I want you guys to know where my headspace is at. I don't group like these 3 and label them like that's the whole party, okay? I try not to do that with people. I try to understand each person is still an individual. And just because they identify with this kind of group doesn't mean the whole group is like that. I just really wanted to share this because I'm basically trying to explain. I thought my message was literally fine, trying to tell you guys you have the power, choose whatever way you want to vote. And then these 3 assume who I'm voting for when I never said who I'm going to vote for. And then they insult me and say a bunch of other things and they project. And it just is really, you know, I don't want you guys to be these people. This is what's wrong with the world, honestly. And so I'm going to go ahead and share that now. So yeah, you can agree or disagree with the things that they said. I'm not really here to talk about that. But what I'm here to talk about is that's just an example of me saying a message that didn't go either way. People assumed, they projected, and then they insulted. For what reason? I don't know why. Don't we live in a world where we can choose and vote however we want to vote? Again, I didn't say who I was voting for, but you still went in on it. Like, that's part of the problem here. We are allowed to have our own opinions and everything else. I judge people based off of how they treat me, my dogs, my family, my friends, and everything else, okay? But yeah, and just FYI, for that girl that told me about the strong independent woman thing, you can be a strong independent woman and vote for Harris. You can be a strong independent woman and vote for Trump. Who you vote for does not determine that. Fuck off with that shit. You guys, we missed that. It was a good hit. Look at her. Charlotte. Okay. Sexy legs, pointy toes. Charlotte, we gotta go get our nails done, girl. You gonna come? You gonna just lay here, girl? You gonna just lay here, girl? Okay. Okay. Oh, you're handsome. So I knew I was getting my nails done today, but what I didn't know is just because other daughter, Ileana, was creating some freaking fan art for us. How adorable is this? She came up to me at the end of the appointment and I was like, I did this for you. And then she was like, I messed up right here, so I put a tree. I'm like, yes, girl, problem solved. You have food on your face. But anyways, they are such a cute little family. Like they, Jessica and Adriana, who did my nails, she was like, I know you took a chance, both of them. And they were like, if you want to go back to a solid color, like just let me know. they live on my side of town, and I think I'm going to get spoiled because then I'll have the opportunity to do fun stuff like this. And then if it like gets too much for me, just because that's how I'm wired, I'll be like, okay, now I want a solid color again. But look at this. Look at this, Walter. Yes, she took eyeshadow, ombre it out, and then she had this like clear gel, Walter, stuff, and she made a perfect little ball. Like this one turned out to be my favorite, even though all of them look so good. They feel like jewelry. But yeah,